Alright, hey guys. So today we're going to talk about serving others and how Jesus served others. Everybody serves somebody in some way. Whether it's your bus driver picking you up and driving you to school, or if your parents drive you to school, or your parents making your lunch for you, or maybe it's your friend helping you walk to the nurse and you fell at recess. Everybody serves someone in a different way. So we're going to talk about how Jesus served people. So we're going to learn about how Jesus washed his friend's feet. And yeah, it's kind of weird. You might think it's a little gross too, washing someone's feet. But Jesus did it without hesitation. He did it because it was the right thing for him to do. So back in Jesus' time, most people wore sandals, and they didn't have nice paved roads like we do. They had dirt roads that they would walk on. They didn't have cars either, so they had to walk everywhere. So sandals, walking in the dirt, equals really dirty feet. And normally when they would get to a house, a servant would come and wash their feet. But Jesus washed his friend's feet. And Jesus was Jesus. He was the person that everybody looked up to and wanted to be like. But he still was like the servants who washed other people's feet. So Jesus and his friends gathered for a special meal. And Jesus wanted to show them how much he loved them, because he knew that it was soon going to be time for him to be crucified. And that means that he was soon going to die. So while the food was being served, Jesus got up, wrapped a towel around his waist, and he began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that he had around his waist. So Jesus is doing this, and one of Peter's disciples comes to him and asks why he was washing all the disciples' feet. And Jesus said, "You don't understand what I'm doing, but someday you will." And Peter protested and said, "Nope, you're not going to wash my feet." And so then Jesus said, "Unless I wash you, you won't belong to me." And Peter wanted to belong to Jesus. Jesus was the person that everybody wanted to be like. And so Peter said, "Well, then wash my hands and my head as well, not just my feet." And then Jesus explained to him that he only needed to wash Peter's feet for him to have part in Jesus. And so Jesus sat down after he was washing Peter's feet, and he said, "Since I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you ought to wash each other's feet. I have given you an example to follow. Now that you know these things, God will bless you for doing them." So Jesus serves us. He serves us by dying on the cross to save us from our sins. And he wants us to serve others too. That doesn't mean we have to go die on a cross. Also, that just means we have to go out and do things to help other people. So it's a little hard right now that we all are stuck at home and we can't go to school and we can't go to church. It might be a little hard for us to help other people, but we still can. We can still find ways. And so something you can do, I will give you this page in the book, and I am not good at using this camera facing backwards. And it says, "I'm your helpful servant. How may I help you today?" And what you can do, the instructions are on the paper too. You can trace your foot or your shoe, since Jesus washed other people's feet to show them how much he cared for them. So you can trace your shoe or your foot on there, and then you can write in there ways that you can help other people. And because you can't really go and have social interaction with people, you can maybe write a letter to someone who's in a retirement home and can't have visitors. Or you can call someone and ask if they need any groceries dropped off, and you and your family can go pick up some groceries for them and leave it for them at their house. They might not be able to get out to go grocery shopping, or maybe they're just scared to go out. So there's still tons of things that you can do even though you are stuck at home. So you can do that, and then I have another craft project. and I will get the supplies for that, and then I'll tell you about that craft project. Alright, so for our second little project, we're gonna make a placemat. So you need 2 pieces of construction paper. Doesn't matter what color, what size, just 2 pieces of paper. And you're gonna pick one color that's gonna be your base for your placemat. So I have this bluish green color that's gonna be the base. And then on the other piece of paper, you're gonna draw a cross. And you're gonna cut the cross out. And I'm gonna cut this out, and then I'll be back and tell you what to do with it next. Alright, so here's my cross. Cut it all out. So the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna glue the cross to the center of your piece of construction paper, and then you can decorate it however you'd like, and then you can put this where you sit to eat at the table, and every time that you sit there to eat, it'll remind you to serve others just like Jesus did. So yeah, I'll decorate mine, and then I'll let you know what it looks like. Alright, so here is my completed placemat. It says, serve others just as Jesus did, and I drew some hearts on the top there. So, I hope you guys all remember this week to serve others, and I will have the page with the footprint activity and some coloring pages and some mazes attached that you guys can do. So I hope you all are staying healthy, and I hope that we get to see each other soon. Bye!